Because we are having such a hard time and we thinking God don't love us. Yes, he does. But he wants us to get into that word, and he wants us to follow his rules. He wants us to follow his commandments. He wants us to live our life based on the word, because when you do that, what you're doing is you're changing your mindset. You're breaking those generational curses, and you're saying, I got to do differently. Because it's insane to think that you can do the same thing and you're going to get a good result. You got to change. If you don't like where you at, you don't like what you're doing, you got to change what you're doing. You got to first change your mindset. Because if you want to be a child of God, if you want to walk in the blessings of God, you're going to have to be involved in your relationship with Christ. What does that mean? You're going to have to read. You're going to have to turn that TV down, turn that music off, and you're going to have to sit down and read 3 different versions. Well, I don't understand the King James Version. Well, get the NIV, get the Amplified, get a version where you can understand. And you're going to have to sit down and you're going to have to pray. You're going to have to begin to say, God, I need your help. You're going to have to pray to him back his word so he can return blessings back upon you. But if you praying prayers of your flesh, God, just help me. God, just do it. You expecting God to do something that's not in his word. You see what I'm saying? Because the enemy, he wants to get us at a place where we're comfortable being dysfunctional. Because see, we saying, I love the Lord. Well, if you love the Lord, I'm just asking, do you read your Bible? The Bible says meditate on the word day and night. So are you studying that word at least twice? Are you sitting down praying to him? Talking to him? Every time something goes wrong, are you going back telling God, this is the issue that I have? But I know this is what your word says. You see what I'm saying? But don't just sit there. Well, I know I ain't got no money, so ain't no sense in me going to work. I ain't got enough to pay my rent. Well, I don't care if it's just enough to pay the water bill. You go to work. Because you got some people, because it ain't enough to do what you wanted to do, we don't want to go. And see, this is what God is saying. We got to change our mindsets. Young people, if you want to live, I tell my children all day long, if you want to drive these nice cars, you want to buy all these designer clothes, guess what? It takes money. But you don't want to go to school. You don't want to know I ask you what you want to do in life. I don't know. How you know you want some J's, but you don't know what you want to be? How are you saying, I want to be a doctor? Well, I don't like school. You know what I'm saying? It's not making sense. You got to start telling yourself, because as a doctor, you're going to do at least, 8 to 10 years in school. You got to start making confession. I love school. I love to learn. You know what I'm saying? I love to read. You got to start changing your belief system. Because dysfunctional would tell you, I don't like school, but I'm going to be a doctor. I can tell you, no, you're not. Because you ain't going to like school. And if you're not a disciplined person, you ain't going to be able to study. Because college is different from high school. In high school, they going to beg you to do your work. Baby, please, I want to give you these 5 points. Go to college. Baby, they just want that check. I expect these 20 chapters to be read. Next week we're going to have a test. She ain't giving you no outline. She ain't telling you what's on the test. She just told you 20 chapters. It's on you to get down and go in that room and to study. See, that's what dysfunctional. Well, I'm going to go out with my friends. See, that's dysfunctional. Because if you want to be someone in life, you got to discipline yourself and say, I can't do what you're doing.
That's right.
If you want the generational curses to stop, you got to stop. You can pray all you want to, but you got to make some efforts to say, I'm not going to live like this. Because see, the curse came because the people stayed dysfunctional. And what am I telling you? A lot of curses that are on us because we're staying in a dysfunctional place. We're not reading. We're not studying. We're not praying. And you got a generation of people, they want to teach people that don't want to teach their children. It's so many people want to teach. They want to get on the pulpit. I want to show my gift, and I'm looking at you like, can you first teach your child? Because how you going to teach some adults if you can't teach the one who stay in the house with you?
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what that's what the enemy, he bursts this dysfunctional into people. And then we'll get mad and say, well, you just always talking about me. You just criticize. Don't you know that's what's going to help push you? I'm saying, I ain't talking about when somebody dogging you out. I'm talking about when they saying it to you in love. They trying to help you to do better. And see, that's what Christ is saying. He wants us to do better. Because see, the enemy, he want to have us speaking negative words out of our mouths. He want to have us at a place where we want these blessings, but then yet, the Bible says, death and life lies in the power of your tongue. Whatever you speak, that's what you choose. But if you always speaking negative, and negative always happening to you, then you asking God why. That's insane. The Bible says death and life lies in the power of the tongue. You always speak negative. Don't let that happen. You know what this made me say? I feel like quitting. I'm just mad. I'm just frustrated. What are you speaking? You're speaking dysfunctional, but then you think that God is going to come and bless dysfunctional. He can't bless that because of what you're speaking. I told you the children of Israel, they had to spend 40 years because of their mouth. Can I tell you, the number one problem that keeps us dysfunctional is our mouth.
Yes, Lord.
My God.
I want God to work this out. But I was ministering to one of my coworkers, and she was talking about her marriage.